German hunting rifles are not trying to win the old-fashioned way anymore. In 2026, the real battle is about what happens when precision, speed, modularity, and field handling collide in one platform. That is where this lineup gets interesting. We are looking at 7 German-made hunting rifles that take very different paths to the same goal. Some stay loyal to the classic bolt action. Others use straight pull systems built around speed. One goes all in on modularity, while another focuses on practical performance without chasing luxury pricing. The question is not which rifle costs the most or which one looks best. The real question is, which design gives a serious hunter the strongest combination of control, reliability, accuracy, and adaptability when conditions stop being perfect. Forget the usual ranking logic. We are judging what each rifle brings to the field, where it falls short, and which one deserves the top spot. Number 7. Haenel JAEGER TEN. If the German rifle market has a lesson to teach, it is that modern engineering does not always have to come wrapped in luxury. The Haenel JAEGER TEN takes a much more straightforward approach. It is built as a practical hunting rifle for shooters who want German engineering without stepping immediately into the price and complexity of a premium modular system. The foundation is a traditional bolt-action design with a modern execution. Haenel uses a receiver machined for strength and incorporates an integrated Picatinny rail, giving the rifle a clean mounting platform for a hunting optic. The 3-lug bolt uses a 60-degree lift, keeping the bolt throw relatively compact while maintaining a familiar manual of operation. That matters because the 10 is not trying to reinvent the hunting rifle. Instead, it focuses on making a proven design work efficiently in the field. The synthetic stock also pushes the rifle toward practical hunting use, where weather, rough handling, and long days outside matter more than elaborate finishes. Haenel offers the JAEGER 10 in several common hunting calibers, including .308 Winchester and .30-06 Springfield, giving it a familiar ammunition footprint for North American hunters. And that is where this rifle makes its strongest argument. It does not need to compete directly with the Blaser R8 on modularity or the Sauer 505 on luxury refinement. Its job is different. The 10 is about giving hunters a modern German bolt action that emphasizes durability, straightforward handling, and useful features rather than unnecessary complexity. There is one obvious limitation. Compared with the premium rifles higher on this list, the 10 does not deliver the same level of modularity or customization, but that may actually be its advantage for hunters who simply want one dependable rifle for regular hunting. At number 7, the Haenel JAEGER 10 is not here to impress collectors. It is here to prove that German engineering can still be practical. Number 6. Haenel JAEGER NXT. At number 6, the conversation shifts from traditional bolt actions to a rifle built around speed. The Haenel JAEGER NXT takes the straight pull concept and gives it a practical German interpretation. Instead of chasing the extreme modularity of the Blaser R8, the NXT focuses on fast cycling, straightforward handling, and field durability. That difference matters when the hunt gets busy. A straight pull action lets the shooter cycle the rifle without the larger movement required by a conventional turn bolt. For driven hunting, where opportunities can appear and disappear quickly, that shorter operating motion can be a meaningful advantage. Haenel designed the NXT around that idea, while keeping the rifle familiar enough for hunters who do not want a complicated system. The NXT fits the modern German hunting philosophy. It is not built around decorative luxury. The emphasis is on function, reliability, and field handling. That makes it an interesting alternative to the more expensive rifles higher on this list. The NXT also earns this position through value. It gives hunters a modern straight-pull platform without the financial commitment associated with flagship systems. You get the speed advantage without making modularity the entire identity of the rifle. The trade-off is clear. The NXT does not offer the same ecosystem depth as the R8, and it does not carry the refined character of the Sauer 505. It is also competing in a category where several European manufacturers have spent years refining straight-pull designs. But that is exactly why the NXT works at number 6. It does not need to dominate every category. It needs to deliver a useful combination of speed, simplicity, and German engineering. For the hunter who values quick follow-up shots and practical field handling over prestige, the Haenel JAEGER NXT makes a strong case. It is not the most elaborate rifle here. It may be one of the most sensible. Number 5. Anschütz 1782. At number 5, we move away from speed and modularity and into pure mechanical refinement. The Anschütz 1782 is the kind of rifle that makes a simple question feel surprisingly complicated. How much engineering can you build into a traditional bolt action before it stops being traditional? The 1782 uses a solid tool steel receiver, with the Picatinny rail machined directly into the top. That creates a rigid foundation for the optic and removes another layer of interfaces between the scope and action. For a hunter who values repeatable precision, that matters. Underneath, the rifle uses a conventional push-feed bolt with 6 locking lugs and a 60-degree throw. The short lift keeps the bolt handle clear of larger modern optics, while the polished and hard-chromed bolt surface is designed for smooth cycling. It is also offered in practical chamberings, such as .308 Winchester and .65 Creedmoor. Then there is the trigger. The 1782's single-stage trigger is one of its defining features, with the source describing a break at approximately 1.1 pounds. That reinforces the rifle's precision-oriented character. But the 1782 has one important compromise. Unlike the modular rifles higher on this list, it does not offer a quick-change barrel system or simple caliber conversion. If you decide later that you want a different chambering, changing direction means a gunsmith and a rebarrel rather than a quick field conversion. That limitation keeps it from challenging the top positions. Still, this rifle was never designed around constant configuration changes. Its appeal is simpler: a rigid action, refined machining, smooth bolt movement, and a precision-focused trigger. For hunters who want traditional bolt-action engineering pushed toward modern precision, the Anschütz 1782 remains a serious German-made contender. It does not try to do everything. It concentrates on doing one thing exceptionally well, giving the shooter a highly refined platform for a precise hunting rifle. Number 4. Mauser M25. At number 4, we reach the rifle that may have changed the value equation for German straight-pull hunting rifles. The Mauser M25 is not trying to be the cheapest option. Its argument is more interesting. Give hunters modern straight-pull performance while keeping the price below the elite end of the market. The mechanical centerpiece is the Mauser Spread-Lock 250 system. Instead of relying on a conventional rotating bolt or the radial collet used by the Blaser R8, the M25 uses a dual tilting lug arrangement. As the bolt closes, a central wedge drives the locking elements outward into corresponding recesses. The result is a substantial locking surface. The action also takes a different approach to cycling. The M25 uses a hammer mechanism integrated into the bolt carrier. During extraction, the system automatically recocks, so pushing the bolt forward requires very little resistance. That gives the rifle a remarkably light and fast-forward stroke in demanding hunting conditions under pressure. But this design comes with an important consideration. The rifle remains cocked through the firing cycle, meaning the shooter must maintain disciplined trigger finger control before taking it into the field. The caliber selection is also more limited than what you can build around a modular platform such as the Blaser R8. The M25 is offered in practical configurations, including the Extreme, with a durable polymer stock, and the Max, with laminated wood and a thumbhole design. Factory accuracy is described as comfortably within 1 minute of angle, while pricing in the source sits around $1,700 to $1,900. That combination makes the M25 especially compelling. It brings serious German straight-pull engineering into a price range that more hunters can realistically consider. It does not beat the R8 on modularity, but at number 4, it may deliver the strongest balance between technology, speed, and value. Number 3. Merkel RX Helix. At number 3, speed becomes the entire philosophy. The Merkel RX Helix was built for hunters who may have only seconds to react, especially in driven hunting, where fast follow-up shots can matter more than bench rest refinement. The heart of the Helix is its straight-pull action and unusual transmission system. A mechanical 2-to-1 ratio sits between the charging handle and the rotary bolt head. For every inch your hand travels backward, the bolt head moves roughly 2 inches through its unlocking and extraction cycle. The result is an exceptionally short operating stroke. That changes the way the rifle feels in use. Instead of making a large movement around the action, the shooter can cycle the mechanism while keeping the rifle relatively stable. The cheek can remain on the stock, the sight picture can stay more consistent, and the next cartridge can be chambered with remarkably little wasted movement. Merkel takes the concept further. With a closed aluminum receiver, the internal mechanism stays enclosed rather than moving openly toward the shooter's face. For a rifle intended for rapid operation, that creates a clean and controlled handling experience. There is, however, a significant compromise. The Helix uses integral Weaver pattern mounting rails on the receiver. Because the barrel can be exchanged without tools, changing barrels does not move the optic with the barrel. The scope remains referenced to the receiver, meaning a new barrel requires the shooter to verify and re-establish zero. That makes the Helix less convenient than the Blaser R8 for hunters who constantly rotate between different barrel configurations. But the RX Helix is not trying to win that competition. Its identity is speed. It was engineered around the reality of driven hunting, where a rapid cycle and stable shooting position can be more valuable than maximum modularity. At number 3, the Merkel RX Helix earns its place by doing something very few traditional hunting rifles prioritize so aggressively, turning fast follow-up shots into the central feature of the entire design. Number 2. Sauer 505. At number 2, refinement takes center stage. The Sauer 505 is built for hunters who appreciate the traditional bolt action, but refuse to accept yesterday's engineering. It keeps the familiar operating concept while adding the mechanical precision expected from a modern German flagship. The action begins with a steel receiver machined from bar stock. Sauer then removes material through CNC machining to create a skeletonized structure that reduces weight without abandoning the strength needed for serious hunting. The bolt uses 6 locking lugs and a 60-degree lift, giving the shooter a short, controlled movement behind the scope. The feature that separates the 505 is its Quattro trigger. Instead of offering one compromise pull weight, Sauer provides 4 settings, approximately 0.77, 1.66, 2.2, and 2.8 pounds. That lets the shooter adapt the trigger to personal preference and hunting conditions. The rifle is also highly configurable. Hunters can choose from different stock materials and configurations, including walnut, composite, and synchro options. That means the 505 can be built as a classic European hunting rifle or configured with a modern field-oriented character. But premium engineering comes with a premium price. The source places the starting price around $3,200, while highly upgraded configurations can push beyond $6,500. At that level, the 505 is competing on refinement rather than affordability. Its real competition is craftsmanship, and that is why it sits at number 2. The Sauer 505 does not chase the radical modularity of the Blaser R8, nor does it rely on straight pull speed. Instead, it takes the classic bolt action formula and refines the important details around it. For hunters who want German tradition with modern mechanical sophistication, the 505 is difficult to ignore. It may not be the most versatile rifle here, but as a premium bolt action, it is exceptionally hard to dismiss. Number 1. Blaser R8. At number 1, the rifle that changes the entire definition of a hunting platform is the Blaser R8. While most rifles are built around one configuration, the R8 is designed around the idea that one rifle can become several different rifles depending on what the hunt demands. The foundation is Blaser's radial collet locking system. Instead of conventional locking lugs, the bolt head expands radially into the barrel extension. The design gives the action a distinctive mechanical identity while keeping the receiver compact and highly adaptable. But the real advantage is modularity. The barrel, bolt head, magazine components, and stock can be configured around different chamberings and hunting roles. That means the same basic platform can be adapted for different game, distances, and field conditions without starting over with an entirely new rifle. Blaser's saddle mount is another major part of the system. The optic mounts directly to the barrel, rather than relying on a conventional receiver-mounted scope base. According to the source, this allows the optic to maintain its zero when the barrel is removed and replaced. For a hunter who regularly changes configurations, that can be a major advantage. The R8 is not inexpensive. The source places the base rifle around $3,800, while premium configurations can exceed $10,000. Barrel conversions, bolt heads, and magazine components add further cost. So the modular system only makes financial sense if the hunter actually intends to use its flexibility. That is the key to the R8. It is not number 1 because it is automatically the most accurate, the fastest, or the most luxurious rifle here. It earns the top position because it combines precision, handling, and modularity into one ecosystem. For hunters who value adaptability above everything else, the Blaser R8 remains the most complete German hunting rifle in this lineup. It does not simply change the rifle, it changes what one rifle can be. 7 German rifles, 7 very different ideas about what a hunting rifle should be. But now, I want to hear your pick. Would you put the Blaser R8 at number 1, or does another rifle on this list deserve the crown? Drop your choice in the comments and tell us why. If this ranking helped you discover a rifle worth looking at, hit like, subscribe to Alpha Gun Review, and turn on notifications for more hunting rifle reviews, comparisons, and new 2026 releases. And remember, the best rifle is not always the most expensive one. It is the one that fits the hunter, the hunt, and the conditions. Until next time, stay sharp and hunt smart.